think so.
All right, good, because we're rolling. Ain't no time to waste.
Ain't no time.
Oh, man. All right, so, yo, here's first thing we're going to talk about real quick. You remember Blockbuster, right?
Did you see the same article I saw?
I think so, bro. All right, so answer
Can
this
we
before
go?
we even
Can we
talk
go?
about it. Before we even talk about it, let's talk about this. What block have you ever gone into a Blockbuster that didn't have gum all stuck on the floor and the carpet and shit, and all it was all nasty, and there was dust
No,
hanging
that's
from
like
the ceiling?
part.
and
That's
stuff?
like when you build a new when you built a new Blockbuster in the '90s. That was part of like. That's what you did.
Chewed up, right? They had the employees, the builders came up, chewed up gum, and then threw it on the floor and smashed it in the car. All right, so explain to me this. So this last Blockbuster standing, right? That's the one that, yeah, you saw the article.
The Airbnb.
They're turning it into an Airbnb. Who in their right
it.
mind is going to want to go in there and sleep in there? Bro, there's not one thing about Blockbuster that would make me want to sleep in one.
I'm gonna assume that like it's probably clean. But
I mean, I would hope so. It's the last one standing if they want to keep
it's
the
the nostalgic
reputation.
aspect of it, man. I would totally do that. I don't know if I would travel out of state for it, but I mean,
I couldn't. It's a limited time thing. I guess they're not going to keep it an Airbnb forever.
what are they gonna do? Demolish it?
No, until I'm sure there's nobody walking in there renting movies.
I guarantee you that place that they have booked out a couple months already.
Oh, probably. I mean, it's smart.
100%.
Listen, don't get me wrong. From a business point of view, it's a smart way to go to handle the COVID thing. But in the same token, how are they going to have people staying in there? What are they doing with all their inventory and all their stuff? I mean,
I think it's more so just being in that kind of atmosphere, and I bet that they have like a Hulu or stuff like that, like linked up to the TV, and they can just go through.
How
movies. I
ironic-
don't think
how
they're
ironic is
unless
that?
they take it a step further, and they only have a DVD player connected to the TV, and you have to.
see,
go
that's what
throughout
I would
the
be
halls.
doing. That's what I would be doing. You get free movies with your stay, whatever movies you want to watch.
Oh yeah, I don't think they're charging people for movies.
It would just be
That's
really
part of the
ironic to
experience.
have Hulu hooked up to the TV. Like literally one of the things that shut them down nationwide. They got it. Oh, all right. Well, I guess we're going to conform now and put Hulu on our TV so our
They're
customers
only about
can
10
watch.
years late, but I guess they caught up eventually.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man. I saw that and I'm like, yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening.
That's where
not
I
in
got
lifetime.
my very first. I played Rainbow Six 3 on Xbox. I rented it from Blockbuster.
That's where I learned
that
about the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, man. Listen, what the hell is it called? Blockbuster changed my life a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Changed. Okay,
They
so
didn't
Elder
save my
Scrolls
life.
changed
They
your life.
changed it, yeah, bro. Okay? You've never played it? You've never experienced that shit before?
I played Oblivion, but not the originals. Not like that.
All right, no, I have. Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't played like Daggerfall and Arena and all those other ones that were on like NES or whatever the fuck they came out on. But Oblivion was the first one I played. I didn't play Morrowind either. I played Morrowind later on. But Oblivion was, the
was
first
on
one I played.
360, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the hotness.
It was a game changer, man. And I used to think about stuff like that, like the crowd that I ran around with in high school, or, well, I guess that was middle school, but the crowd I ran around with in middle school, I mean, if you got caught playing World of Warcraft or something goofy like that where there's magic and all that other stuff, I mean, you were going to get your head smashed into a locker or something over that.
Bro, the kids that used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In the corner.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
boy.
saying, dude. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
and you didn't even want to be associated. I mean, if you wanted to be anybody in middle school, not that it really matters nowadays, but, we're a little
But now
bit older.
it's cool.
Yeah, well, now it's cool, but it's
The
because it's
more
like that
quirky, the
retro
more-
aspect. Now they're all wearing Nintendo shirts and shit from before they were even alive. Atari
The
shirts
more, like,
and shit.
quirky and more of an individual you are, like the better. Like people want to be your friend because you're not like the stereotypical person. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's a different, definitely a different atmosphere. But yeah, man, I mean, if you even got caught playing Yu-Gi-Oh or something, Pokemon was okay. I mean, for some reason, Pokemon
No
was
one
cool to
played
play.
that game. No one played that card game, and I don't care whoever says they did. They're fucking lying.
What, Yu-Gi-Oh?
I'm gonna tell you that right now. No, I'm saying no one actually played the card game.
Oh,
though.
Pokemon. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
It's a card game. You didn't know?
What? Which one? Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon?
Pokemon.
They're both a card game.
Yeah, but no one played Pokemon, the actual game. All you did was trade the cards. That's all I
Yeah,
did.
maybe. I mean, that's probably what it evolved into. I remember playing
They even had
Pokemon
little
when I was a
tokens.
kid. Like I learned how to play it and then just never played it again.
You talking about Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, Pokemon. I played Yu-Gi-Oh too, but that was what I more collected than traded was Yu-Gi-Oh. When I was a kid,
Oof.
I had that Exodia or whatever it was, all 5 pieces and shit.
I don't know about the hotness on that. I mean, it's all about that blue-eyed
It was-
white dragon or whatever
Blue-Eyed
magic.
Red Eyes Black Dragon or whatever.
Or no, was that Yu-Gi-Oh? Was that Yu-Gi-Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm mixing my card games.
Oh, sorry, dry mouth. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Yeah, in middle school you got caught playing that stuff. At least in my middle school. Like I said, it's different. Like you said, it's different now. Nobody freaks out over that stuff. Like they don't think it's super.
Now it's
cringy.
become the norm. Like just doing different things.
Sorry, somebody's
Who's
playing
trying to
something in
bust
the
up in here?
background. Somebody's trying to play your TV on ultra fucking loud over there.
You don't have like a sign out there that says like on air or something?
I need to get a switch with a little red light over the top of the thing.
That'd be dope.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody be
You're
quiet.
trying to be funny, but we're eventually gonna have to do that.
Yeah, I know. Well, eventually. It's not coming anytime soon.
In a galaxy far, far away.
So yeah, Blockbuster, man, that shit's crazy.
I'm about it. I think I would do it once.
Yeah.
You could make a road trip out, but isn't it in like Oregon or something?
No, it's one of the weird states. It's like the state that's got all the Mennonites in it or whatever. Was that Utah or something?
States.
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, it's not Utah. Utah's not a flyover state.
Utah is. What do they got?
What do they
got over there?
Utah, you've got Zion National Park. You've got Arches National Park. You've got the
all right, so you got a bunch of parks.
I believe is there. You've got the that old traditional like. I'm trying to think. You know when you have that like straight road going down and it kind of winds or like that, and you have nothing but it's called something where you have all the rocks and everything. It's like your traditional like Las Vegas like look.
So it's a rocky, desolate, boring, depressing place.
Yeah, but those are huge like. Those are popular areas where people go every year.
All right, if you say so.
I wouldn't consider that a flyover. I consider what's in South Dakota.
I don't know. You made me forget to set my timer again. Damn it.
Useless.
It always got me starting
Freaking
early.
useless.
No, we're good. But
I don't stop trying to do everything. At
what'd
the
you
same
say?
time.
What's where? Dude, I'm the only one that has to push buttons over here. All you got to do is sit there and wait for me to start this damn
I try
thing.
to push buttons, but they don't do nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well. Anyway, so speaking of all the retro stuff, though, I mean, we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. We were talking about Blockbuster. Did you see the thing about Fresh Prince?
The reboot?
Yeah. Did you watch the trailer like I told you to?
No, I didn't watch the trailer.
I swear. How do you want to do a podcast? We don't even know what we're talking about.
What do you want from me?
You were home. When did you get off work?
I didn't get home until actually 5:45.
5:45.
What time is it right now?
It's 7:00. You're telling me that hour
home.
and 15 minutes you couldn't watch that?
100%.
What were you sitting there doing when I got on?
Eating.
No, you weren't.
Oh,
You didn't
right
have
here?
no food going in your mouth.
Oh, right here?
You could have watched that while you were
I ate.
eating. All you had to do was go on YouTube.
Can I give you the chronological order of events?
How do you get paid for your job? You do your job when you're at work?
Sometimes.
Oh, my Lord.
Of course I do.
My
Supposed to.
All right, well, anyway, so the trailer, it's not the typical, like, what you think about, now this is the story, all fucking happy and stuff. It's like an actual, like a drama type of deal. Like, it's going to be, like, a real visceral story about how he got into that situation. Like,
So who's
Fresh
playing
Prince.
Will Smith?
Not Will Smith, because he's 90 years old now, but you would think it would be like his son or something. Maybe his son.
That man doesn't age, though.
He aged. He's got gray
Will
hair and
Smith?
shit now. And then Jada Pinkett Smith went and banged some 12-year-old or something like that. What was the story with that?
Oh my God, that was August Alsina. He was a rapper that came out with a couple of songs a few years ago.
How old is he?
Oh no, he's not 12 though. Probably in his
No, he's not 12. It was an exaggeration. All right, so he's as old as Will Smith's son.
I mean, your exaggeration
That's
went
ridiculous.
from legal to pedophile. So I mean,
bro, everybody's a pedophile nowadays. I figured she might have joined the ranks. I don't know.
oh my gosh, who else is a pedophile?
What do you mean? Oh, all right.
What
Let's
you
see.
talking about?
All right, so everybody's saying Joe Biden's a pedophile. Everybody, okay, for one, there might be the whole damn government's a bunch of pedophiles, and we don't even know yet because this Ghislaine Maxwell chick hasn't flapped her gums yet.
I mean, she's flapping her gums, but it just hasn't been released yet. I know she's flapping away.
Oh, they need to release that shit because I'm.
She said, "You ain't gonna catch me in prison. You ain't gonna catch me with killing myself."
Did you hear? Did you hear that she went and she sent an email or a letter to the judge saying, like, talking about how horrible the conditions were in her prison?
No, I believe it though.
Bro, you think anybody's gonna give a fuck about how you think the conditions in that prison are after you set up all that shit with?
No,
my
hardly.
God, man, that's just terrible.
I know her deposition did get released. It was like, I think several hundred pages or something like that. But
That's crazy.
it's going to be interesting. Now the question is how much are they going to provide to the public?
They better release all of it, bro. There's gonna be public outcry over that shit.
You've got so many people at the top that are going to be just twisted in that, and you got to remember that I think it's their London flat that was completely monitored by video the entire time, and you're talking terabytes probably worth of data over the years.
Well,
It's going to be interesting to see who came in and out of that place.
They need to show that shit, or not show it, but they need to show the list of people that she names off.
I'm just trying to see pictures of the door, the entrance of the door. I'm not trying to see none of the other stuff. I'm just trying to see who came in.
No. Nobody wants to see kids getting diddled. Are you kidding me?
No, not.
I'm talking about the front door. I'm not even talking about the video footage. I just want to see the list of people that they invited over to do that shit.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying. We need to see.
A lot of people
weed out the
there,
scumbags.
I guess I want them timestamped. That's what it is. I want the timestamp.
For what? Like
a lot
time
of people
matters.
Went over there.
He diddled that kid 30 years ago. It's fine.
No. A lot of people went in and out of the house or whatever like that, but didn't necessarily diddle kids. I'm saying I want timestamps as in they came in at 11 p.m., didn't leave till 3, that kind of thing.
Oh, I mean, maybe they're having a slumber party.
I mean, I guess you could diddle at any time of the day, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, one guy, the guy that was an Olympic, what the hell was his name? The one Olympic doctor or whatever that got busted just not too long ago.
Oh, man. He was running the United States gymnastics team.
Yeah, something like that. So he did one little girl right in front of her mom. She didn't even know. She didn't even see it. It's like, how can you be so oblivious? I mean, I guess you don't expect it to happen, but even still, like, the little girl, I was watching a YouTube video, the little girl comes walking out, crying, and the mom's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I just want to go home. And then in the car ride, she tells her mom what happened, and her mom just completely, like, ignores her. It's like, damn, bro.
I mean, it's
some parenting.
It's someone you, like, are expecting to trust, and obviously this person is trying to elevate your child and teach your child, and he knows his stuff and such and such. I mean, it's just, sometimes it's where it happens where you least expect it.
Bro, could you imagine all right, so if you had a kid, like, how pissed off would you be if you just completely ignored what your kid told you happened and then found out 5 years later?
You'd feel like
freaking out,
like a failed parent for sure. Like that's how I would feel if I were to try to empathize. What's wrong? Is this your first time?
Dude, I got a hole in my lip. And I swallowed a water rock. You ever do that?
Gosh.
You ever do that? You swallow an air bubble and it feels like you swallowed a stone?
Yeah. Goes all the way down.
I'm trying to fight through it. My ear's ringing right now.
Why do you look like you got something on your beard there? It's just
a patch
through there.
I was hoping I didn't have sour cream. I just got done eating tacos. That'd be disgusting. I get on.
Kara made those?
Yeah. They were turkey tacos, man. Turkey tacos with some
are you on a diet?
Tomatoes. No, Kara's trying to make me diet.
Oh.
With probably good reason.
Is the belly on the back yet?
No, not yet. It's on my lap right now.
Good.
It's on my lap a little bit.
It's in your lap, so it's on your legs?
It's a little bit. It's folding over. It's folding over my waistband. Let's put it that way. It's not quite touching my legs.
Is it one roll or is it multiple rolls? Because when it gets to one roll...
It's not even a roll. It's just a lump.
Oh, we might be past that point then. Okay.
What point? Past what point?
Usually it's multiple rolls, and then it goes into one big roll.
Oh, yeah, no, it's one big roll right now. That's the business. Huh. I got that visceral fat going on.
It's going to start getting hard.
Yeah, it's not quite there yet. Well, when it gets hard, that's when you got to go take pills and do drugs, right? Get rid of it? Or you get the vacuum stuck in there?
Oh, yeah, and it goes...
Yeah. Oh, delicious. Bro, we strayed so far off topic, which is kind of the point, but what else did I have to talk about? Fuck. Hey, you know what Steinmart is?
Yeah, they filed Chapter 11, I believe.
They did. They had a whole shitload of stuff. How many stores? 281 stores, and they're thinking about closing them all. Good riddance. Good riddance. My mom used to drive me through those stores all the time. They're ridiculous. It's like a dusty old. It's like going into a flea market, but it's a retail store instead.
Is it like if Kmart and like a Ross had a baby kind of thing?
All right, think about kind of, yeah. Think about like the shittiest Kmart you've ever been into.
Okay.
And then think about taking a little bit of like the classy folk that go walking into the Ross, which there aren't many, and just adding them into that store.
Did you say classy and Ross in the same sentence?
Yeah, like the classiest people you can find in a Ross.
Oh boy.
So that's like their demographic, but they have a bunch of. I think they have. Maybe I'm confusing the place. I think they have clothes, right, in Steinmart?
I've never been in one. I just know what it is.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's clothes and like home decor. It's like a. Wait, now I got to figure this out because I think I'm talking about the wrong place. Is it not
like a Ross?
I think I'm talking about the wrong place. At first I thought it was a place where you buy decorations and crafts and arts and stuff, and then I remember that's Michael's. So let me see what Steinmart is.
You're talking like a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby.
Michael's, Hobby Lobby, yeah. Steinmart, I think, is just old clothes and shit.
Yeah, Steinmart is literally... It's literally like a Belk. Well, no, Belk actually sells name brand. It might be like a Belk and a Ross.
What
yeah,
is Steinmart? Let's see.
Yeah, it's just like a. Yeah. It's exact. It's like a Kohl's, a Kmart, and a.
Hey Google,
what is
Steinmart?
Oh boy.
It's not talking. Steinmart is an American
Steinmart
discount
is a
men and women's
bankrupt
department
company.
store. It's a department store.
Well, we know that.
Carries recent trends in clothing for both men and women. All right, well, goodbye. That's definitely the place I was thinking of.
Rest in peace.
My mom used to
Steinmart.
drag me through there by
Should
my
we have a
ear.
moment of silence for him?
In the arms of the angel. Sing it. Oh my God.
Every time I hear that song, it's just puppies.
Bro, the saddest puppies with eye boogers and like cataracts and shit. I swear, man.
They're just looking at you.
They're always trying to get your money, and they use them dogs. They stand on the graves of dead dogs to get your money. Imagine that.
That's horrible.
It is horrible. It's definitely horrible. Speaking of horrible and dead dogs, you see the video of that cop that went clear in the house and blasted them 2 pit bulls?
Yeah, that's,
he was doing that shit for sport, bro.
Yeah, and you see him doing his tactical reloads. You saw him; it was serious too.
That guy was a fucking clown. He was doing that for
sport. He played a little bit too much Call of Duty.
That's exactly what it was.
Way too much Call of Duty.
And then his colleague comes by and jams the muzzle down. Yo, you need to quit.
You gotta
what
cut
are you doing?
that out.
It's like, yo, I think
so.
I
Like
think
the
they're
first
going.
dog, if the first dog came, and then kind of charged, I'm not saying I can understand, but he has a lot more leg to stand on the first one. The second one came out, turned around, and then came out, and he just shot. Like the dog wasn't even doing nothing.
I mean, the second one came up next to like its dead buddy and just sat there, and looking at the cop like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" And then he just starts unloading 3. I think he blasted 3 into that one. It's disgusting to talk about, man. I can't stand. I don't really give a fuck about. I give a fuck about human beings, but I don't really care as much as I do about animals. Right? There's something about animals that hits me like close to home, and I probably should feel that way about human beings, but at the end of the day, I'm so desensitized to like people killing each other because that's all we hear about all day. Animals can't do anything wrong. Like they literally nothing really like they're vulnerable.
No, they're at the mercy of everyone around them, unfortunately, because there's absolutely nothing that they can do.
I mean, they could chew your face off if they're pissed off enough, but 9 times out of 10 they're so what the hell is the word I'm looking for? That just oh fuck, I'm drawing a blank. They just won't do it. They won't chew your face off because they're so used to people. They're so used to
dogs are like that too. They have a blind faith.
Yeah,
blind faith in you. Like people can literally.
Go ahead.
People can literally beat dogs for years, and the dog will still come up to you. Like it's fast.
In some cases it depends on the breed too. I mean, pit bulls are known to be a little bit aggressive, but at the end of the day, unless they're coming like full speed at you. The dude had a shotgun. You could have shot that dog from a foot away from you and been fine. That dog was 7 feet, 8 feet down the hallway, staring at you. That guy's a complete fucking P-word. I don't know why I said P-word when I just precluded that with the F-word.
Yeah, I feel like you chose a word that's...
I'm inconsistent. I'm inconsistent.
You're a little out of order there.
I'm not really sure what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say.
Just keep it to a minimum.
I know you could drop the F-bomb every here and there, but dropping the P-word, ooh. Somebody might lose it. Might lose their shit.
Lose it.
Oh, see, I said
so what
shit.
do you think? So what do you think he's gonna? What do you think's gonna occur? Is he gonna?
I don't think anything's gonna happen. They haven't released his name or anything yet. I don't think. I haven't seen anything.
They always do.
At the end of the day, he's not gonna get the same treatment as a cop that killed a human being.
Of course not.
I mean, he'll probably get let off, and some judge will say, "Oh yeah, it's just an animal. We can't charge him with murder because it's not a human being." This and that and the other, and then. Down the road he goes on to the next case.
I will say that's good that since everyone's able to videotape everything, sometimes he gets a trial by society.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, so sometimes
it's smart. I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's
the judge. The
trial by society thing doesn't really doesn't hold a lot of merit. I mean,
no.
Nobody.
But I mean, if he gets recognized. If his face gets out there and people start recognizing him, it'll
never be the same. He'll never be.
But it's got its pros and cons because then you have people that unfortunately, aren't guilty of things that, although in the video clip or that 5 to 10 seconds that was snipped out, makes it look like they're a horrible person, and they get the same treatment, and then it takes months and months later for the actual video to come out. So, I mean, it's.
Well, I don't know. I just can't see any scenario where. Well, I can see scenarios where it's justified shooting a dog, but that scenario was like the typical rape your husband and shoot your dog type of thing, or shoot your husband and rape your dog You know how people make jokes about that, where cops and ATF agents and all that stuff just come blasting into houses and
Oh my god.
defile your whole family? Well, that's pretty much what he did. And then he's like, get down. What I think he said, get down, motherfucker, to the guy that was like sitting there when he busted through the house. The guy was sitting there. He's like, he told the guy to get down, and then just goes around the corner and dogs, like it's some fucking bombs about to go off. Dogs, and then poof, poof, fucking blasted. It's like, man, it's so painful to watch.
It's that's a lot of adrenaline there.
Yeah, he
might. A lot.
Maybe he was like he drank too many Red Bulls before he went in there.
He can't be hopped up on Red Bull and oh man,
that's a deadly mix right there, man.
So do you know why they're originally going in there at all?
No, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. It was probably a drug bust or something like that.
Some type of warrant, I'm sure.
Some typical shit where cops are just busting through the door for really no reason.
Oh boy,
this war on drugs thing needs to end too. I think that's a whole lot of that's a lot of the reason why some of the shit goes on in this country.
I definitely think you could empty out some prison cells, and maybe be a little more lenient on certain types of drugs for sure.
I agree. At the end of the day, like, most drug addicts don't hurt anybody. Some do.
I mean, the objective is always to have the freedom to do whatever it is that you want, but as long it's always a gamble. Like, it's a balancing act to where, okay, you're allowed to do cocaine or whatever it may be, but
black tar heroin's crossing the line.
Yeah, what's the likelihood that you're going to hurt someone random while doing, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to balance that out. Like, I get it. It's just really, it's really, really
there's
tough.
Definitely certain drugs that make you aggressive, but I think cocaine is not really one. I mean, you might get into a fist fight with somebody at a bar. Yeah. It happens anyway. You know? Yeah. I don't know.
It's always the fallout or the extra, like the people you affect around you, I guess, that they're always trying to prevent, but at the same time they're doing sometimes just as much damage as putting someone in prison for X amount of years for something as small as, having a bag of weed or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
it's ridiculous. I mean, think about the amount of resources that we spend on keeping people like that in prison. You know, how many millions of taxpayer dollars a year do we spend keeping a guy that had an ounce of pot in his back pocket in prison? Or even a pound, for that matter. An ounce.
He's at a pound in his back pocket. I imagine someone walking around with a pound, sticking out the Jenko jeans.
Oh my god! All right, in a backpack, whatever. I mean, shit. Intent to distribute. Oh boy. Well, I guess that could be harmful if it's laced, and you don't know if it's laced because you just don't. There's no way to test it. So,
I think the majority of people knew that was never going to last long. It just took them, like, that being marijuana being illegal, I think it took them a long time for someone privately to build the infrastructure.
Probably, yeah. I think that
and
has
then for them to tax it.
I think, they knew they taxing it is the biggest deal. Yeah, you couldn't. I mean, you can't have one dispensary for the whole country and then try to tax it. It was, I guess, it was not necessarily more profit. Well, I guess it could have been more profitable, depending on how the taxpayer dollars were being brought in. Could have been more profitable just to imprison the people. And under the facade, they've got this war on drugs. So let's raise the taxes so we can fight this war on drugs. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, let's raise the taxes on pot because we're gonna make drugs legal now, and we know you'll buy more drugs than we'll ever be able to arrest.
It always hurts that lower income every time.
Yep.
No matter what it is.
Yep. Well, there's more lower income in the country than anything else. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's going to. It's all relevant to the amount of people that are in the country and what demographic they come from.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
it's unfortunate.
Yeah. It's just like the arrests, like the whole thing with black people being killed by cops and stuff. It has nothing to do with more black people being killed by cops than white people. This whole argument that more white people are killed by cops, well, there's more white people in the country. Of course there's going to be more white people killed by cops, but it's adversely proportionate to the amount of black people that are killed by cops compared to how many of them are in the country. And that's why everybody's pissed off about black people getting killed by cops over white people getting killed by cops, because it's really not that many white people compared to how many white people are in the country. Now, granted, nobody should be getting killed by cops unless there's dire circumstances, but you get what I'm saying. And hopefully everybody else is listening to this does, because I don't want to come off sounding like a racist prick, but it's just the way it is. You got to look at the demographics of America and how society's built. More white people than black people.
There's a big disconnect of the actual data and then what people are emotionally running
100%.
on. So what's actually happening and what feels like is happening are two very, very distant things.
Yeah. And a lot of what feels like what's happening is brought on by the news and stuff like that, what people see on TV, on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like there's a hell of a lot of black people getting killed, and there are, compared to how many black people there actually are in the country. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's a reason why they're showing all these black people getting killed as opposed to white people getting killed, and it's because it jacks the ratings up quite a bit, makes them more money. And I think a lot of people fail to see that about the news media.
It's all about
the
attention and engagement, just like
exactly,
everything.
yeah, just like YouTube. You're gonna do what's popular to get views on YouTube. Well, guess what? You're gonna talk about what's popular on the news to get more views.
What's popping?
What's popping? Hey, what's popping,
Whip
homie?
just hopped in.
What is that? All right, so you texted me that the other day. Did you come up with a rap song? Or are you trying to be a rapper?
No.
This man, spit the line for it real quick, and tell them what you told me.
It's Jack Harlow. It said, "What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. I've got options. I could pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshin'."
All right, so why'd you text me that randomly?
Because you asked what's poppin' or something like that, and it just reminded me of it because it's a catchy song.
I think I said what. I didn't
Hey,
say
I
that.
might
I've never said what's popping in my
I
life.
might get that copyright infringement for just throwing up the lyrics.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Third video in, and we're demonetized already. Take us down, YouTube. Take us down. We're criminals. All right. Well, I don't listen to rap, so. I mean,
Why don't you listen to rap?
You want to go down this rabbit hole?
Hold on. First, I want to Hold on. Hold on a second.
Say something.
I just need you to like what you like, and be consistent to why you don't like it on the rap side. So like, you can't say that you don't like rap because of lyrics, because there's plenty of music that you listen to that's lyrically trash.
Like.
So, if you exclude lyrics out of it,
listen, there is some rap music. There is some rap music that has amazing lyrics, but it's the vast minority of rap music that has amazing lyrics.
Of course.
All right. In comparison to, let's just use rock because that's what I listen to. My voice just went out there for a second. Rock has many more songs that are about real life issues that more people can relate to than rap.
Well, not everyone's gonna like Creed and stuff like you do.
I don't listen to Creed. I think there's one song from Creed that I used to listen to.
Oh, Three Doors Down?
I don't listen to Three Doors Down either. Yo, Seven Dust. Get on my Seven Dust level. Or Tool. Tool is big brain shit. You need to be able to think a little bit outside of the box to enjoy Tool.
I think there's a lot of people out there that can relate to a lot of the rap lyrics, too, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, because there's a lot of millionaires fucking hoes out there, I'm sure.
It's not all about that. It's all
That's
about...
90% of the music.
You don't have to be millionaires to be doing all that to them young women.
Okay, so, all right. So here's another problem, is a lot of people in society think they can relate to that music, and then they try to relate to that music actively, and it does nothing but create problems in society. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Look at all the hoods, man.
All the hoods?
All the hoods. You got all these areas where people that think they're rappers and they go out and buy expensive shit and this and that and the other, and then they can't even afford to pay their they value nice shoes, nice plants, and it's not just the hood areas. There's people all over the place, even in suburban areas that people that still live with their parents because they want to go and spend money on fancy clothes and shit like that. I mean, that's all. It all stems from the belief that that's cool to do because this music is being played in their fucking ear all day.
Okay, so is it it's the rapper's responsibility, or is that like
no? It's not the rapper's responsibility. I just don't respect the music because
Side note,
one, I don't relate to the music. Two, I don't necessarily like the way it sounds. What?
Did you, in your left hand, you have a coaster? Where's that coaster from?
Bro, we can't talk about that. I thieved this from somewhere.
Okay, never mind. All right. I thought that's what
it's a souvenir it's a souvenir that your wife got me from the Ritz-Carlton.
I don't know about all that.
Oh yeah? Where else would I have gotten it from? Huh?
The local trinket store.
The local trinket store, huh? This says Maxim World London on it. I didn't get this. There's nothing from London at the local trinket store. It even still smells like leather.
Well, it's leather, so.
The Ritz-Carlton. That was a good time. If they only knew.
Who only knew?
The people at the Ritz-Carlton.
Do you think they're worried about that?
No. Probably not. I mean, this is probably like a $5 coaster. Let's be honest. It's made of leather, nice and soft, and it's embossed with some fancy... Actually, I have the same design on my curtains in my apartment. Same exact design.
$5 coaster is kind of expensive. $5 a piece.
Well, it's made of leather and stitched all fancy, and it's got some like wood in it, so I can imagine that they're not cheap. Maybe if you buy them in bulk, you can get a better discount.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, back to rap music and how it affects society, just like anything else. I mean, it's not the rapper's fault, but it's just some of the shit they rap about is trash. Most of the shit
part of
they
the
rap
culture,
about is
though.
trash.
They're supposed to
Exactly, it's part of the culture. So they're perpetuating a shitty culture.
Yeah, but
it negatively affects society and young people.
Oh.
There's a lot of people that would agree with me on that aspect of it.
Yeah, but so do they choose not to like entertain or rap about
I'm not saying they shouldn't create rap music. I'm explaining to you why I don't respect it. There is no solution. My solution is to not listen to it.
Oh my god.
That's my solution. I don't want to become part of the problem.
Oh, you don't get dressed up and get flashy shoes. You're gonna have a gold chain here next week.
Bro, I did that shit when I was in not high school, middle school, and I quickly realized how much of a douchebag I looked like.
What do you mean?
Walking around with my ice cream shoes and fucking all this other stupid shit. My Sean John jeans and what else? I had a pair of them Dadas with the fucking spinners in them too. When you punch the ground, the wheel on the side of the shoe spun. Yeah, I used to think I was all that in a bag of chips. I was really embracing my brown skin color, trying to fit in with all the thugs in school.
That was just the style at that point, though. That's not cool now.
It was a style for a certain culture. No, it's not cool now. Now it's progressed and people got fucking painted fingernails and pink hair and they think they're some sort of fancy pants rapper like that one guy that just got out of prison and ratted on all the other rappers. What's his name?
I mean, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. Wait, why's he got a Japanese name for? He's Mexican. He's not even black and he goes around saying the N-word all the time.
Well, you'll see that throughout this culture, some people get a pass, some people don't get a pass. I don't get to make that call, so I don't know.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give rap music a pass. How about that?
You could.
I do.
You could.
Listen, this whole thing began by you asking me why I don't listen to rap music, and I just explained why.
And so why don't you listen to country?
I just don't relate to the music.
So you need music you relate to, okay? So what is it there that's in rock that's not in country or rap that's relatable? I know you don't go...
No, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel a lot of the time.
Okay, well, that makes more sense.
All right. A lot of people listen to music based on what they feel. Inside of me, I scream at people all day. Why not listen to music to just pretend it's me for a little bit?
Inside?
Yeah. Deep down inside of me, I'm yelling at people, man.
That's unfortunate. I think that's a lot of people, though.
Well, a lot of people should start listening to metal. You gotta, these people need to, they get down to rap, but how does rap a way out of being angry? Or how does that calm people? All right, so there you go.
It's not always about the lyrics, though. Sometimes it's about just the way
this man is surprised that I don't like rap music because I'm brown.
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right, so let's turn the tables around because you always ask me a lot of questions. Why do you like rap music?
I like rap. Okay, this all comes back to my very first rap album. It might have been my very first rap album. It was Nellyville. Okay.
Oh Jesus!
That thing had "Hot in Here" on it. I'm number one. All that nonsense, right? I think I was in.
So you never grew up.
5th grade. I think I was in 4th or 5th grade when it popped off. So, and it had a parental advisory sticker on it. My mom was like, "Oh hell no, you ain't getting that. You're not listening to that garbage, that trash." Even though I've seen her collection of CDs at the time, and I was like, "Yo, you listen to this. You got Ice Cube in here. You got all this other stuff that they rap, they curse, they talk about all this nonsense." And I told her, I looked at her as a 5th grader, and I said, I'm not always listening to the lyrics. Sometimes I just like the way something sounds, like whether it be the melody or the beat, just the way it sounds. And it's translated over to, like, I listen to a lot, like I listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine. I listen to a lot of the mumble rap, a lot of the trash, but I'm not listening to it necessarily for the lyrics. Like, I'll be at the gym or something like that, and it'll just get you hyped. It's
Maybe a lot it gets you hyped. It don't get me hyped.
We've been in some establishments before, and they don't always play rock. They don't always play heavy metal. They play a lot of rap, a lot of hip hop because it's good to dance to. It's good to move to. It gets you.
Because the places that you're talking about match that culture perfectly. That's why.
Honestly, when we go there, that culture's not typically there. Not always.
Bro, what are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about? It's literally the money and girls team. That's all that is. It's a money and girls team. Strip clubs and rap music go hand in hand like bread and butter.
What does?
Strip clubs and rap music.
Who went to strip club?
Not me. Nah, me.
No, me.
I'm a good boy. I don't do that shit.
I mean, that's okay. So this is the test. This is the test. Okay, so other than I could think of many things you'd be doing while listening to rap. Country, it gets maybe
country. Okay, if you're gonna be listening to country, I know what you're gonna be doing while you're listening to country. You're either off-roading or you're fashioning up your noose to hang yourself with.
Oh my gosh,
that's one of the two things you would be doing listening to country.
Or cleaning.
Oh my God, Kara! For some reason, she's been on some country music kick. I had to almost tell her to turn a
like
fucking
real
TV
country
off.
or like the new country?
No, the new bullshit.
Like Florida Georgia Line.
I don't know who that is.
Ask Kara. You've probably heard the several songs.
I don't know, man. And country music is another one. It's a joke.
So what do you do with rock other than blare it on you?
Honestly, I haven't been listening to music recently at all. Actually, I don't have a vehicle that has a radio in it, so my Jeep's down. The
Why?
BMW doesn't have a radio in it. The Grand National doesn't have a radio in it.
That's such a sad life.
Not really. I mean, it is sad. It is very
Music.
sad.
Music's
I like
such an
music,
important-
and the
music's
best
so
the
important.
best thing for me is when I'm driving along and nobody's in the vehicle with me, and I just start
Yep.
singing. Oh, that's the business.
best.
But see, when you do that to rap music, you look like an idiot. Because you're jumping around, and you got your hands jumping and shit, and and then you got the
Yeah, but
black
there's two
girls
different
that are in
kinds
their
of
car
people
going like
listening to
this and shit. And it's like, oh my God, take it easy. The whole fucking car's bouncing. And then
There's
you got
two
the
different
idiot
kinds-
white guys that are over there banging their fucking drums. How come certain races have their own little quirks? I'm gonna throw that out there. Now I fall on both sides of that spectrum. I could say that. I got the white person in me and the black person in me. But I'm gonna tell you right now,
two different kinds of people that listen to rap music.
They're
You got the
crazy.
people who are animated, like you're saying, and then you got the people that they got real dark tint, and they just open the window just a little bit, just enough so that you can hear the music, and then they just got that boom, 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 boom.
oh, that's me. That's
me.
I make people listen to my music while I'm going down the road. I'm one of those, and then I get pissed when they do it to me. I'm definitely
That's
hypocrite.
hypocritical.
I'm definitely hypocritical.
Yeah.
Everybody's a little bit hypocritical every
I'm
once in a while.
okay. People can have their windows down and play whatever they want, but if your subwoofers are
You're what?
subwoofers,
Say that one more time.
subwoofer.
Subwoofer.
That's what it's
It's
subwoofer.
a subwoofer, man. Woofer.
It's not a woofer.
It's a
not, It's
woofer.
not a dog.
Subwoofer.
A woof, woof, woof. It's a subwoofer.
Ask Siri how to say subwoofer.
Hey Siri, how do you say subwoofer?
I like that.
Sure, translate into which language? Arabic,
English.
German, Spanish, French, Italian, Japanese.
Oh my gosh. Tell her English.
In Spanish, subwoofer is subwoofer.
That sounded German as hell.
Subwoofer.
That sounded German
Even they
as hell.
say it, subwoofer.
They can't say nothing right.
It's subwoofer.
It's
What I was
subwoofer.
getting at is that if your subwoofer is shaking my car, that's when I start getting irritated.
That's what mine
Like,
does.
why are you moving my car?
Why are you moving my car?
Like I'm
I
at a
had one-
stoplight and you're moving my car.
When I was sitting at a light, God, it was probably 3 weeks ago, and I started hearing this low droning noise, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And it went on for like 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden it got really loud, and this little tiny truck and this big huge truck went driving by side real slow, and they both had like matching stickers in the back. It was like Boom Boom Gang or some shit like that, and they went blasting by, and dude, my whole my whole shit was my whole shit was shaking, bro. I'm like, what is going on here? It was like two buddies went driving down the road. They're giving each other thumbs up, going down the road, looking at each other. This is so cool. Oh my God. Look at all these people think we're so cool. And they're just driving down the road like that, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? It took 2 minutes for it to get louder. Like, I heard them all the way back 3 lights behind me. This shit was mind-boggling.
Oh, we're done for.
I don't know how they can even hear. What you said, we're done for? Oh my God.
Oh wait, I mean, on the next podcast, we're definitely going to go over the entire car scene. I'm excited for that.
100%.
We're definitely going to go up them
There's-
lifted trucks with everything.
Yeah, there's so much interest in that whole thing.
I've got a very, very
Oh,
strong
yeah.
opinion on all that, unfortunately.
And that you're allowed to give your opinion on, unlike some things, because it's not politically correct. Well, guess what? If I want to be politically correct, I'd have the fucking word senator in front of my first and last name. How about that? Mm-hmm.
Speaking of senator, speaking of political parties,
Andrew's
Joe
mortified.
Biden's.
Oh my God, you don't even want to talk about
nominee.
that. I don't even
I
have
will say
enough
one of
time
the
to talk about that.
One of the funniest things I saw was a simple post on Twitter. It said, "How surprised do you think Joe Biden was when he found out who his vice president was?"
Oh God. See, there's two ways to interpret that. There's the way of the Democratic Party having chosen his vice president behind his back, and then there's the way of him being too old to remember that he chose her himself.
Yep.
That's one of those double-edged swords and funny double-edged swords. This whole shit is becoming a nightmare. Honestly, didn't Kamala Harris have a lot to do with like the laws that put a lot of these guys in prison that are out protesting right now over stupid shit?
Yeah, I believe she actually also called or insinuated that Joe Biden was
a racist at one point. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how easy they flip flop?
Well, and then you got Trump, who was like donating money to Kamala Harris for some reason at some point back before he was president. It's crazy. These people are all in cahoots with them. They're all in cahoots with each other. It's like they have fun with each other by like this is their competition. Like, oh, let's see who can run America. Yep. I'll beat you there, and then fucking when it's all said and done, they're all buddy again, going off to some fucking island and diddling kids. He doesn't know where to go with that.
You're stressing me out.
It's true though.
Stressing me out.
It's true though. Watch, I guarantee you, you're gonna see some names on that list when what's her name talks, Ghislaine Maxwell. When she starts spitting names out, you're gonna see some on there like, holy shit.
All right, so give me two people. Who would be the most shocking political candidate or politician? I'm sorry, as a whole, and then who would be
Obama? Most shocking.
That would surprise
Obama. 100%. He's got like 3 little girls or something, doesn't he?
Okay, so that would be surprising.
That would surprise the shit out of me.
And then celebrity-wise, who would be the most shocking celebrity?
Oh God, I don't think anybody would shock me, honestly. See, that's celebrity is where I kind of just I taper off because they do whatever the fuck they want anyway. I think, yeah, there's not one celebrity that I would put it past.
I got one.
Who?
Harrison Ford.
No, don't do that to him. Don't put that on him, bro. Don't put that on him.
That would surprise me.
Yeah, it would surprise me. Damn.
That would.
He's such
a what's his name from Gran Torino?
Mr. Yo, what if they come through and say Mr. Rogers was in that?
No. Oh, that'd be dirty. That'd be so dirty.
So dirty.
That would be the dirtiest.
That would kill me, bro.
Mr. Rogers?
Like, you got Barack Obama, like one of the... Barack Obama, I have a lot of respect for him. I don't really like his policy or anything, but the way he handled himself as president...
That would be interesting.
Well, listen, I can objectively look at people and say, all right, this guy actually had a little bit of class. Compared to what we have now, I'd take Barack Obama's demeanor any day of the week over Trump.
Oh, he definitely had a lot of class. He's very presidential for sure.
I like listening to Trump talk more because he's hilarious and he's completely fucking stupid. But Obama, I think like he is from a professional political standpoint, he was really good in front of a microphone. Unlike me.
You said unlike you?
Unlike me. Yeah, you get it. It's been bad.
That's why you don't get paid the big bucks.
No.
You saw
he was a lawyer or something, I think, wasn't he? Before he was president? Did he go to law school or some shit? Yeah.
I could see it. I don't know.
I didn't really pay attention.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Didn't pay attention that much back then.
Yeah. I don't think anybody did. I mean, we did, but we didn't.
I graduated 2012, and that's, I think, right around his second term, wasn't it? Or was that when he was that was a second year maybe in office? I don't remember.
I mean, he finished in 16, so go back 4 years.
Yeah, that was his second. That was his second term. So I wasn't paying attention.
You got 2 terms.
At that point in time, I was of the mind frame that it would be cool to have a black president, and that's about all I knew about politics. So
that was before you started getting interested in it?
Yeah. Well, honestly, if it wasn't for some of my friends, I would have never been interested in it because when people start talking about stuff and you don't know what the hell they're talking about, it's like, well, what do? You just sit there, twiddle your thumbs, and then you have to take an interest, and then you start forming your own opinions, and then they hate you for that. So it's like, well, fuck me, damned if I do, damned if I don't.
It does suck that like you can't have you can't just disagree with someone. You can't like be friends and be like, all right,
you
I think this guy's blue and you see it as red, and we can't. Like we have to like not be friends anymore.
No, you can do that. I mean, look at Jeff.
No, I'm saying people can't.
Oh, most people cannot. I've seen family ostracize family for being like on separate ends of the spectrum. That's the most ridiculous thing. I don't know. My family would never do that. Although it came damn close when Trump was coming up for for election. Man, my family in Illinois was losing their shit over that, and my dad and I are just kind of sitting there like, oh, I mean,
here we are.
yeah. Good thing we live in a different state. But now that I think about it, I really kind of wish there was no good options either way. Who do we have? Bernie Sanders and Clinton.
You know who would love Bernie Sanders?
Who?
Our boy over in Alaska.
Jeff.
Yes.
He's an army man.
Burn. Huh?
He's an army man.
Yeah, he
in the army. He's not going to appreciate this. We should have called him
over in Alaska.
Joe Sweat. I think he's texting me right now. You motherfuckers are talking about me. I can feel it. The hair on the back of my neck stood up. My ears ring or pop. Wait, what do they say? What do they do? What do they say happens when somebody's talking about you? You yawn or like hiccup? You get the hiccups.
No, I think it's when you say somebody's name. And you say, like, you're talking to somebody else and you say somebody else's name. It's like, oh, such and such must be talking about me because I'm saying their name.
Oh, I don't know about that. I thought it was
so, like, since we're saying Jeff's name, he would be the one saying, oh, I don't know. Never mind.
Jeff, you got hiccups? It's 7:39 on Wednesday night. You got hiccups right now? If you do, let us know. We're talking about you. Yeah, he's off serving our country.
Oh, boy.
Voting for Bernie. Not really. I
think
he came to his senses finally. He didn't want to see that happen. A lot of people probably came to their senses and thought, okay, maybe this guy's a little bit wacky.
That's that emotional side. They hear free, and it sounds good, but they don't realize that where's it going to come?
Yeah.
Like,
who's paying?
Yeah, like.
Oh man, yeah. Well, I mean, the way the government's going right now, money is kind of coming out of nowhere.
This is true.
You know,
very true.
Everybody's afraid Social Security is going to go under, and honestly, if something's going to go, that's probably going to be the first thing. They're going to start cutting the benefits for people. The shit that really doesn't benefit the government, they're going to start cutting.
I mean, they make money off that though. They need that fund. They make interest off that.
Yeah, but is it
worthwhile? You're talking about trillions of dollars here.
Okay.
Interest on trillions. Like, there's a good fund. This stuff, theoretically, it can never run out because people are always working. As long as people are working, there's always funds. They could not have enough and start dipping into the reserve, but it's not technically possible unless the whole world, the whole United States would have stopped working. Like, everyone would just stop. That's the only way that would work.
That's happening right now.
I mean, it's...
half the United States has stopped working.
Oh, snap.
All the big businesses are holding on. I mean, then you got shit like Steinmart that people really don't need or want, and then everybody's surprised.
I mean, I never went to Steinmart anyways, so.
Right? So you're one customer that they never had.
Yeah.
Now just imagine like all the customers they did have just thinking, oh, you know why? It's probably the mask wearing people that don't want to go to Steinmart. They're like the people that wear like masks on masks on masks, thinking it's gonna protect them. Like, dude, just wear one mask. That's all.
Or just wear like a P100, like a respirator or something like that.
Yeah, that's probably the most effective route. Did you see that the CDC
filtering the air coming in?
The CDC saying like the neck gaiters and stuff now are more harmful than they are helpful. Like the neck gaiters that you pull up.
I've never touched my face more since I've had a mask than my entire life. Like, I'm constantly touching it because it's falling
off and it itches. And with me, my mustache is always going and getting stuck in my teeth and shit because it pushes at my mustache.
You ain't got that good seal, boy.
Good seal, my ass.
You ain't got no good seal.
There ain't no good seal with that thing, man. Listen, you saw what I did where were we walking? The airport when I blew the thing from my vape pen out and it came out the sides. Well, that's when you cough, that's what happens. It shoots out the sides. So people in front of you are safe, but people next to you, rip.
I guess since it's not projecting, it's coming back. I mean, you're normally not talking to people behind you.
It depends on how many people you're walking with. We did that in Vegas a lot.
That's true. Depending on the crowd.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to go back to Vegas?
Are we going to ever go back? I think I saw everything I need to see in Vegas. I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't think we really have a reason to go back. I didn't gamble much. I mean, I didn't spend a whole lot of money. We went to all the little hot spots that there were. We did the
moment I got
there, go-karting thing or whatever.
The moment I got there, I got super, super sketched out. And I don't know why. Like, not sketched out or like scared or anything. More
Wait,
so
the time we went for your bachelor party?
Yeah, I felt like, no, the moment I got there, like there was something in the air that I felt like everyone was out to like pull one over on you. And I don't know why.
Because it's a sketchy place, dude.
It was super weird because actually I was quite comfortable when it comes to like walking around and stuff like that. Because we had a group of guys. Like there wasn't like, I was good. But it was more so the fact that I felt like everyone was trying to like scam me out of money and stuff like that. Which I mean,
they are.
That goes hand in hand.
They are, dude.
Like I'm at Denny's. Like we're at Denny's. And we're sitting here and we're watching families check in with their kids. And we're watching a group of people pass around a bottle of Henny. and stuff like that.
Just 8
And
it was like
I'm
9 in
going
the
up
morning.
to the little kiosk there where they're selling 2-for-1 mimosas, and for some reason I kept looking at the price as she was giving it to me, and I felt like she was gonna like pull it off by like $3 or $4.
Oh, you were
$5.
extra.
Like,
you were extra paranoid. Extra paranoid.
well, after the time in that wonderful establishment, I mean, I had to
Which
be a little
one?
sketched out.
Which wonderful establishment was that?
He said, which one?
We were in a bunch of wonderful establishments there, and they
I don't
were
know
all
about
sketchy to
wonderful.
their own degree. But which
I don't know
which
about
one
wonderful.
which one in specific were you talking about?
It was that one where they wanted to keep my ID.
Why'd they have your ID?
Why did they have my ID?
Yeah, how
Because they
come
were
they had
trying to
your ID?
overcharge for something that hadn't been paid for yet. That's where
How do you get something that you hadn't paid for yet?
How do you get something you haven't paid for yet?
Yeah. I mean,
It's
unless
just- okay, so it's
like
like
it's not a credit card. You weren't a credit
it's like
card
when
company.
you get your plane ticket on Spirit and you're like, oh yeah, I got this sweet deal, man. It's only $49. They're taking me all the way to Denver, and then you get there and you're like,
Did she
oh,
take
by the
you
way,
to Denver?
By the way, you got to pay for your bags and luggage. That ain't included,
snap.
and there's another $40-$50.
Oh snap!
It's like that.
You remember what the name of that place was, just so we could tell the viewers not to
No,
go
actually,
there?
I really don't. Really don't.
Wasn't it like Dollhouse or something like that? Got him.
I could Google it. I'd picture. I mean, I can picture the.
All right,
logo.
listen.
Like,
Don't go to any of those establishments in Vegas. The ones that are rated R. They're sketchy and expensive.
Even
for no
the
reason.
even the high end ones were sketchy. Like,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah,
it
and the
was like-
drinks were like $25 a piece. Which anything in Vegas, bro. The drinks in Vegas are fucking expensive.
Yeah,
Big money.
they make the coastal areas or the South not look as nearly as bad.
No, I mean, yeah, we go out here and it's, you go down to that beach bar. What's it called? The one that I met Kara at.
Shepherds.
Yes, yeah, you go down there. It's like $7.50 for a Captain and Coke or something.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Which actually, I think it's reasonable anytime you're getting some type of convenience, like on the water or at a club or whatever it may be. Anything like $12 and under, to me,
Solid.
just fits.
Solid.
To me, it fits.
Yeah.
But when you start jumping up to $18, $19, and then you have a cover, you have a 2-drink minimum,
Yeah.
and then when it's
too much.
it gets out of hand really quick.
It's too much.
And the
it's not
drinks
even-
weren't even honestly like
no watered down, bro. All they are out to do is make money in that place. I mean,
I
that's
mean, if
anywhere
you're
you go,
gonna
but
charge
that was
$20,
crazy. Like,
make it a drink. You know what I'm saying? Make it
Yeah.
a drink.
Yeah.
A minimum $2, a minimum 2 drink. So you're talking $40. Make it a drink.
it should be more at that point. For that price, it should be more alcohol than there is soda. It should be like pour. Oh, okay. We're done with the Hennessy. Now we're gonna pour a little bit of Coke on top. Like, psh,
Yeah.
done. Coke. Hennessy and Coke, is that a thing? I had Hennessy.
I don't know.
No, I haven't had Hennessy. I don't think I've ever. The only time I had Hennessy was at the one time that what's his name puked through the screen door. That was the only time I tasted Hennessy ever.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not about
That's-
that. I'm not about that rap life, bro. I don't
That's-
drink Hennessy because I'm not about that rap life.
That rap life.
It's true.
I don't know what rock stars would drink. Beer?
Yeah, like Bush or maybe that shit with the train, Coors.
Oh my gosh. Stuff tastes like
Dude,
water.
rock stars are like cheap beer, cocaine, and hookers. But that's the only thing they share between the two. Rap and rock is the hooker part.
Well,
And that's not even all rock guys. Creed, they're Christian. Did you know that? I
did
keep
know that.
finding stuff to play with my left hand. It's like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Ricky.
I'm just gonna sit here like this. It's crazy. This hand just gravitates towards whatever's over here to grab. It's weird.
We're gonna have
I
to do
gotta
a
fidget or something.
podcast on that whole trip.
The Vegas trip,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we should have some guests on.
like the people that went, like who? Steven and Ryan. Jake ain't gonna get on no podcast.
Why not?
Jake's not getting on a podcast.
I'll text him right now.
He's gonna be like, "What's a podcast?" He ain't gonna have no idea. Now he knows what
He's gotta
podcasts
know.
are, but he's not gonna get on camera and talk.
Why not?
The man ain't about that life.
This is not a life to be about.
The man ain't about that life. The man ain't about that getting in front of people and voicing his opinions life.
Well, I know Steven will get on.
Steven will. Let's get Steven on here.
Ryan will not get on, but I know Steven will get on.
Oh yeah, top secret. He knows too much. He might slip and tell something. I wonder if
my
he
God.
knows what's on Ghislaine Maxwell's list. Ask him.
Oh my god. You gotta leave that one alone.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't know.
You know.
No, I didn't say you know. I said he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Oh damn.
He doesn't know nothing.
Well, we gotta find somebody. We gotta find somebody that knows. Let's get to the bottom of who Ghislaine Maxwell has on her list, and then we can become YouTube famous.
Wait, you want us to get involved in that?
Yeah, bro. Let's be the ones to figure it out. Why not? Why not? You got little guys doing shit all the time.
People dying in prison. They got people dying in prisons that don't make sense, and you want us. Actually, I'm sorry. You've got millionaires dying in prison, and you want us to go chase after this list.
No, it'll be perfect. Nobody will know who we are. My name's not on a building somewhere. I don't think. Maybe in Trinidad. Like, I don't know. Maybe.
You got family over there?
In Trinidad, yeah.
That run things, though?
And in Canada. I have no idea who runs things. The gangs run things in Trinidad. Trinidad's in bad shape right now.
You said in Canada?
And in Canada. I think they're in...
My condolences.
I don't know Canada that well. They're in one of the bigger areas of Canada. So
like Toronto?
Yeah.
There's like
that's exactly what it is. Toronto. So
Toronto?
A lot of the people in Trinidad, like when they move in big groups and they all go to one place.
You know who's from Toronto?
Places. Lil Wayne. Drake. Yeah. That shit. They're the same people.
You don't like Drake either, do you?
I don't like him or dislike him. I just don't want to listen to him. I used to listen to him before he was like, once he got out of the wheelchair and started actually rapping, that's when I started listening to him.
You know he wasn't in a wheelchair in real life, right?
He wasn't in a wheelchair in real life. He was on Degrassi.
I thought you thought that he was in a wheelchair in real life.
No, I'm not that ignorant. I know a little bit.
Maybe you thought there was some type of miracle or something like that, and all of a sudden he got his legs back.
That's what I thought when I seen him rap, and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought they used an actual decrepit person for the show, not some dude pretending to be. Isn't that kind of like Robert Downey Jr. playing blackface? Shouldn't they have gotten an actual disabled actor to play that role? That would have been cool.
Yeah, but the problem is you don't have people with disabilities with this kind of voice.
What kind of voice?
There's not a big enough outcry for that to be an issue. I mean, that's why.
I mean, if we're just going to be inclusive, we should have. This whole inclusive culture wasn't a thing back then either. Not nearly how as big as it is now.
There's definitely a shift to where I think people will be placed in positions that aren't necessarily qualified, but because we're trying to go out of our way to include everyone, that
it's going to spell out trouble.
I think the efficiency and the productivity is going to change a little bit.
Bro, we're gonna do something stupid one day and do something like we're gonna pull some dude straight out of the Bronx that has no idea what he's doing, grew up in a terrible life, and we're just gonna have him design a rocket. And it's just going to fucking explode and kill 1 million people. And then we're going to remember, oh, wait, that's why we use people that went to school to do certain things, not people that were crying too much.
Are you saying people from the Bronx don't go to school?
No, people from the Bronx go to school. I'm saying the people that, people from the shitty part of the Bronx that didn't go to school. The ones that are out there rioting and looting. I said the shitty parts of the Bronx.
Oh,
I think most of the Bronx is a shitty part now, isn't it? I've never been to New York, but I hear a lot about the Bronx being shitty. Because all these people that think they made it in life, they're like, oh, I came from the Bronx. I don't have nothing, this and that. So, yeah, you lead me to believe that the Bronx is a shithole. It's a cesspool. At least that's what the people that live there make it sound like.
I don't know anything about that, but I will say there's a lot of people in our particular state that rep the entire state of New York.
Why you live here? They're so hot on New York. Why do you live here? Go back to New York. You like it? You like New York so much?
I don't know why. Why is that though? The way people
because there's no taxes here. Because taxes in New York are crazy. That's why. And because New York's got.
I'm all about repping my hometown. Well, not really, but I'm all around repping. Not really, but
where's your hometown? You gotta tell them. What's the hometown?
Not a chance.
Where are you born? I'll tell them if you don't tell them. You better be honest.
I wasn't born there.
Where were you born?
I was born here.
All right. So what's your hometown then?
I ain't repping that.
Oh, right, this man said Terre Haute, Indiana. I told you I'd tell him. Yeah, you can't rep the hometown there. You can't do that.
I wouldn't be repping no hometown.
Shit's crazy. I seen the hometown.
But I can understand people representing their city, their state.
I mean, there's pride. But there's pride in everything. There's pride in being white. There's pride in being black. There's pride in being New Yorker.
That's a lot of pride.
The New York people do have an excessive amount of pride. I will say
that's so much pride. I'm trying to figure out why they're here.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot. They're boiling over with pride for New York, but they live in Florida.
And I guess everyone moves for a reason, I guess. But I don't know. I just feel like there's an over-exaggerated amount.
Maybe it's because rap culture. Because it's cool to be from New York. It's not cool to live there, but it's cool to be from New York.
You think?
I would have to assume so. The way people spout it out all the time.
If
You know
people
how
are
you
trying to
know
get into
somebody's
rap
from New
culture-
York?
Huh?
You know how you know somebody's from New York?
Well, how?
They'll tell you.
That's fair.
Don't even have to ask. Or they'll
That's fair.
talk one time and you can hear it. Because for some
I feel
reason...
like you wouldn't move from, like, if you're in the
That was a
rap
dad
culture,
joke.
I feel like you're trying to be a rapper, you wouldn't move from New York though. Like they've got a huge rap scene there, do they not?
Yeah, but a lot of these people that want to be, like, have that look about them, like the whole rapper look, a lot of them don't want to be rappers.
What's the rapper look?
The saggy drawers and the fucking... the boxers hanging out and the chains dangling and hitting them in the face when they jump up and down over the music that they're getting hyped about. That's the rapper
I feel like
look.
I feel like you haven't seen a rap video since like 2003.
Okay, so take what I just said, add in a tracksuit jacket, some
There you
maybe
go.
and maybe it's not gold so much anymore. Maybe it's silver. Add in some track pants, some tracksuit pants. They look like Slavic people, but they're tan.
Or the mall walkers.
Yeah, the mall walkers. Holy shit. The mall walkers is from oh shit, what's that show? Better Call Saul. You ever seen that?
Oh
My god, the mall walkers. They got the whole group. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you.
Bad.
I'm telling you. And then they got these goofy shoes. They literally I think that's where they got their inspiration, because then Yeezy Yee came out with his fancy geriatric shoes that everybody thinks is so cool now with them big puffy bottoms. You rock them things. Don't even be laughing. You're guilty.
I don't
guilty
own
as
Yeezys.
charged.
I've never bought Yeezys.
All right, but that style though, the moon boot style, where it looks like
None
you
of
got
my
gum
shoes look like that.
built up.
None of my shoes look like that.
I actually have a pair of my. Hold up, I can't get up and go grab them because that's gonna be useless. But I have a pair I've never worn in my life, maybe twice.
You do not have a pair of Yeezys.
No, not Yeezys. Okay, when I say Yeezys, I'm talking about the whole genre of shoe that has the fatter bottom than it does the top, where it looks like the shit you stood on a hot fucking road and it melted into the road. That's what it looks like.
It does though. It does.
I know.
They do look like moon boots. You're right.
Look like a pair of eggs sitting on the bottom of your feet.
The all white camo NMDs, I guess, but they're not.
That's the
They're
same
not bad
shit.
as Yeezys. Yeezys literally look like you're like walking on two balloons.
Yeah, it's like it's exactly what it looks like. It's like deflate, like balloons that are being squished. I never understood it, dude. Just the style drives me nuts. Maybe I'm not up and up on fashion. Obviously, I'm not up and up on fashion because I'm wearing a purple shirt. And if you saw my shorts, you'd be laughing at me. They're like shorty shorts that I'm just comfortable in.
They probably got paint holes
Bushy
in
ass
them, don't
beard. No, there's no paint. I don't paint. I've never painted a day in my life. Well, maybe 3 days in my life, but
they? No physical
I
labor.
wouldn't have paint on my shorts. If I was gonna paint, I'd be wearing jeans or something. So I didn't get on my. I got hairy ass legs, dude. The paint wouldn't get in there and knot everything up.
Oof.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you got. My nose is getting stuffy. You gotta make sure you got jeans on so it doesn't get in your hair. So you shave your legs. You wouldn't know nothing about that.
I do not.
You shave your thighs. Don't be lying
Thighs
to the
up.
people. Don't be lying
Thighs
to the
up,
people.
yeah.
Thighs up.
No, I'll give you thighs up. That's not the same thing as legs, though.
That is part of your leg. Your thigh is anatomically a
I'm
part
saying
of
it's
your
not.
leg.
I'm saying it's not the entire leg, though.
I didn't say the entire leg. I said you shave your legs, not your entire legs.
If you say legs, people would typically assume the whole leg.
I didn't tell you to assume that.
I'm saying people would typically.
Don't assume what I'm saying. Don't assume anything about me. I'll get offended. You assume. Can't be assuming.
You said you'll get offended if you.
I'll get offended if
Wait,
people
what?
start assuming things about me, man.
Well,
That's the cool thing to do nowadays is just get offended.
just hitting it all out of the park today, aren't you?
Dude, I'm trying to make content here. I want to get reactions out of you. That's the funny part because I know how uncomfortable you are talking about things like that on camera. This man is trying as hard as he can to be professional. Now, the one thing I will say is that we both live very different lives, and you have a professional life. I have a life where most of my clients are not too far-fetched from where I stand. on the goofy spectrum, rather. But
I'm waiting for my spokesperson to come in and be like, no further questions.
no
Just
further
walk away.
questions. He just comes in and turns your computer off.
Mhm.
You can't be doing this. Can't be doing this, Andrew.
Young sir, we have to take a step out.
Oh man. All right. Well,
What are we looking at?
we're right there. I think I'll end my shenanigans for tonight. I went off the handle a little bit. Trying to test
no
the
worries.
boundaries, man. You just got to try it and see where we wind up. We'll see how this video performs compared to the other ones, and then we'll see if we get any strikes.
Next week's podcast is going to be about automotives
Mm-hmm.
and respecting the build. So if you have any interest.
No, it's not going to be about respecting the build. It's going to be about disrespecting the build, to be honest with you. It's going to be a whole lot of shitting on people. Because
isn't that weird, though? So, like, you can... They always tell you to respect the build, but they can't respect you not respecting the build.
Double standards.
That's too much right there.
Double standards. Respect my respect. Or disrespect.
Speaking of Dr. Disrespect,
gotta be Dr. Disrespect. Oh, yeah. Hey, welcome back, Dr. Disrespect. We missed you. What did he get busted for? I thought it was for diddling kids.
I have
or
no
something.
idea. I need to read up on it.
I'm telling you, man. Everybody's going down for sexual assault and touching children inappropriately. I think he had a sexual assault allegation or something that got him torn off of Twitch, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Thought it was something like that. He didn't really talk on it, but that's what a smart person would do in that situation.
Yeah.
You know?
No
but
bueno.
Anyway, we'll be back next week talking about cars, which we're both very in tune with. No pun intended.
That's going to be a long one. I think it's going to be a long one.
That might be a long one. We might go an hour 30 on that one. It really depends on how much we have to talk about. True. So we're not going to be talking about any modern current day events or anything like that. It's just going to be purely our experiences with the car scenes. Maybe the cars we've owned in the past. Maybe the cars we're driving currently.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Some of the car subcultures, stance cars and all this other crap.
I think both of us combined have probably driven. I think we've owned and or driven more cars than most. I bet like 30 people have in their entire life.
Oh, 100%. But we'll save that for the podcast. You're trying to have that podcast now? We're just going to
trail
trail right off into it and we'll split it right down the middle. No, let's kill it here. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. Whoever watches this. It's been fun. It's been real. It hadn't been real fun. Go like this, Andrew. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Right there where he's right there where he's pointing. It's right over there. All of our social medias. Follow us on each one. Twitter especially, because that's where we're going to be updating people about when podcasts are going to be going live, or in the event that we cannot post a podcast for some reason. God forbid. Facebook, hit us there. All our videos will be available on Facebook as they pop up on YouTube. And then obviously like, share, and subscribe on YouTube so we can get these videos rolling. And it'll give us the exposure we require to become a larger YouTube channel and do more stuff on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. It's been fun, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.